Welcome back
to SandersAquatics.
That's right. Here we are again tonight. We got Bentley with us. Bentley,
What's
say,
up, guys?
All right. So tonight, Bentley's driving the ship tonight. So Bentley is going to grill me. He's got questions for me. I bought a fish. He didn't get to go to the pet store with us.
I forgot.
That's okay. But we got ourselves a cool little fish. Check these guys out. Look at these guys. Oh yeah, man, they're cool.
Hey, Dad.
Yes, sir.
Where the heck are these fishes? What are them named?
All right, these guys are called a whiptail catfish. They call them a twig catfish. They're a farewella. There's all kinds of names for them. But I like the name whiptail catfish because it's cool. That's right. So Bentley is going to grill me. Usually I grill Bentley on what he's learned and what he knows. So Bentley is going to grill me tonight about these fish. So Bentley, fire off some questions at me. What do you got?
How long do they live?
Ooh, how long do these guys live? In a good tank, you're probably going to get somewhere between 5 and 10 years. And that's a big gap.
Ooh.
That's a long time with a fish. That's a commitment, isn't it? Yep. So if you're going to get these guys, you need to know they're going to be with you for a long time, right? What do you think? So we're big about breeding fish. We breed a lot of fish down here. What other questions do you have for us?
How many babies do they have?
How many babies? Usually when you breed these guys, and I haven't bred them before, but I've done a lot of reading on them, a lot of trying to understand everything I can before I go through and try to breed a fish and I keep a fish. But usually you're going to get a couple of dozen out of these guys by the time.
Like 100 or so?
No. A couple of dozen, like probably 20-ish, maybe 30-ish range is about what you could expect out of these guys. So, a lot of breeding. You got any more questions for us?
How do you breed them?
How do you breed these guys? And once again, I haven't bred these guys, but we got them with the intent to breed them. So, breeding these guys, they breed a lot like your Plecostomus do. Mostly like your bushy nose Plecostomus. They're going to go through and they want a cave to breed in. But the difference between these guys and what I'm going to do is take a trip to Lowe's and I'm going to get some PCV pipes and I'm going to cut some short PCV pipes and I'm going to put a bunch of them in there for them. From what I've read, they want 2 open ends on the cave and the male goes through and guards the babies. It does a lot like your bristlenose do. They're going to go through and protect them. But we've heard rumors of folks that have gone through and bred these guys that they'll sometimes breed them on the glass. They'll put the eggs on the glass like your Cory cats. You know the Cory cats you were peeling the eggs off of? Same thing. They'll go through and do that kind of thing. So, what else you got for me? You got another question for me? You think you can stump me?
How big the tank do they need to just live in?
Really to live in, this is too small for these guys to really live and survive in. But we do a lot of breeding and maintaining, and we spend a lot of time down there. I spend a lot of time down there in the fish room. Really, these guys need about a 30-gallon tank or more. If you're going to keep them and you want them to be happy and you want them to do what they're going to do, you really need about a 30 or better. Really, something like that is probably a little better than something like this. But we're going to go through and we're on a pure focus to go through and breed these guys. Of course, we want them to be happy and healthy and everything, but something a little bigger than what we got probably be okay. But we don't have any other fish with these guys, so they're doing okay. And they're a little smaller. They're not super duper big yet. What else you got? Grill me some more. We got some more questions.
How big did they get? Does it get like humongous or just
No, these are not your monsters, but they're not super duper small. So they're going to get to be in captivity probably somewhere between about 6 to 8 inches. So they're going to be about like that big.
Ooh.
These guys, about half that size.
So that means they probably need that more than...
Yeah, they're going to need a bigger tank eventually. But thankfully, we have a whole lot of fish tanks, right?
Mm.
You got what other questions you got for me?
How do you set up the tank? You know,
The tank.
what kind of stuff do you need?
So to make these guys happy, they are primarily an algae eater. They're an herbivore. So in your dinosaur world, because we know you love your dinosaurs,
Yeah.
they're not a T-Rex or a Stegosaurus. They want some plants to munch on, some algae to munch on. So like this tank is heavily algae covered. It's got, but they're going to look for like your swords, and they're going to look for your crypts, things along those lines, plants along those lines. But they're primarily
Cool.
herbivore, and they're going to go through and they're going to eat a lot of plant matter and algae. That's what makes these guys happy and healthy and living their best life. So that's what keeps these guys really where they need to be. We'll go through and I feed them a little bit of flake, but I feed them some like sinking pellets, like algae wafers and things along those lines, like what we feed our bristlenose. We'll feed these guys a lot of that kind of stuff. But our goal is to go through and try to breed these. It's a new breeding project that we've gone through and we've set up.
Okay.
But we're going to get some PCV pipes and we're going to cut them up into smaller pieces and put a whole bunch of them down in here. And we're going to go through and try to trigger these guys. From what I've read and what I understand, you need kind of a rainy season setup to go through and get these guys to trigger, kind of like your Cory cat. So it's like a cross of breeding your bristlenose and your Cory cats at the same time, because they need that rainy weather kind of trigger to go through and get them to breed. But at the same time, they also need kind of a bristlenose setup to go through and make them happy. So, what other questions you have for me?
What does he eat?
Well, we kind of answered that a little bit in this last question. So,
but did you have anything else you?
No, a lot of plant matter. Algae makes them happy. Algae, when we have a ton of algae, because we probably leave our lights on too much. This tank will eventually dim down on the amount of algae that's got in there, because we got our pothos in here, and our pothos is going to start sucking out a lot of the stuff that helps the algae to go through and grow. But we took a trimming off of our last pothos and put it in here, and it's starting to grow some roots and stuff in there. So I want to get this plant. I want it across every single tank in here. But we're going to do it off of one trimming. So it's going to take a long time before we get there. But so what else you got for me? You got any more questions? You want to try to stump me?
How much do they cost? Like, how much they cost from a store?
They're not crazy. They're really not crazy. Like these guys, and I bought it from a really reputable mom and pop shop. Mom and pop shops. Don't do those big chain stores. Stop it. Don't do that. I know it's easy. I know it's easy to go there, and they're everywhere, and they're populated everywhere. Take that extra trip. Go to your mom and pop shop. But these guys, I think I paid $6 or $7 a piece for them. We got a whole school of them. There's probably 6 or 7 of them in here. Me and the gentleman at Green Tree Pet Center, we went there and spent a lot of time looking and pulling fish and looking to see how many males and females we have. I think we have 2 males in here. They're a little bit young to go through and sex, so we got a little fattened up and growing up to go through and do with these guys. But as far as tank species goes, and if you're trying to keep these guys and you're not trying to breed them like we are, they're a great community fish. But you also need to make sure that they have access to a lot of plant matter, algae, things along those lines. Algae is great for these guys. They really need it in their diet. So if you're not going to have that availability, you need to go through and supplement it and make sure it's there for them. But as far as fish to go, what do you think? Pretty cool fish?
Yeah, they're more so cool. I like the color of them.
Why do you think they call them a whiptail catfish?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. You could add to answer.
Look at that tail right there. Oh, yeah. I think I stumped him. One question out the gate got him stumped. Look at that tail right there. It's like a big old whip. And usually on the end of this, as they grow up and they mature, and these guys were in a community tank, so they probably got nipped on a little bit, but right down towards the end of that, the top of that, it's a little piece that comes off the top of it. It looks like a whip. They'll crack it right on you. Whoosh. That's right. So if you're ever looking for a really cool little catfish, something that's going to go through and help with some algae, it's not going to eat a whole bunch, but you need to have a decent sized tank, at least 30 gallons plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are your guys. Super duper cool fish. But if you guys have any tips, tricks, anything you want to share out there with us, share with the world, you've bred them, had some success.
Mm-hmm.
It's our first go around with them. I have a game plan. I know what I'm going to do. I know what my intent is. If you have something to speed it up or go through and help us out, share it. We'll put it out there in the world. But as always, you guys are awesome. We really appreciate you. We're going to get a pup in here at the last very minute. This is my old man right here. This is Scout. He's our old man. That's right. He saved Mom from a lizard earlier. We were out in the backyard and there was a lizard crawling around in the yard. He saved her from it. Get down, old man. But as always, we really appreciate you guys.
Thank y'all so much.
Please keep watching. And your
Like and subscribe.
That's right. Like and subscribe.